The art of throwing a ball is generally the same for most sports. You generally use the same hand with a slightly different stance for each different sport. The ball travels from in front of you to behind you to back in front of you and then projected through the air in some form or fashion. Hi, I'm Brandon Payne. Today I want to give you a brief instructional video on the makeup of the football's parts, also how to properly hold, stand, and throw the football. Let's begin with the specifications of the football. Generally, the football is a sphere-type object weighing anywhere between 13 and 16 ounces. Your high school football would weigh around 13 ounces, your college football between 14 and 15 ounces, and your professional football 16, sometimes even 17 ounces, depending on if it's raining during the game, how much it could weigh. The football consists of 4 different parts. Inside, you have your rubber inflate part. Outside, you have your plastic or soft composition leather. This ball right here is soft composition leather. You have your stitches on the outside, which is actually called your laces, which is made up of the same material as the outer part of the ball. And then you have your stitches themselves that keep the ball together. Each of these parts, when combined, make an actual football. Now that we understand the parts of the football, let's talk about how to properly hold the football. Now in life, some people can write with their left hand and throw with their right hand, and vice versa. We call those ambidextrous people. Now what I say to you is take the football, pretend like you're going to throw it, and whatever hand the ball goes to, that's going to be your throwing hand. For me, I'm going to be a lefty. Typically, the football comes with 8 laces on the outside. According to Peyton Manning in his online video, How to Grip a Football, as found at wonderhowto.com, generally, you want to have 2 fingers on the laces depending on your hand size. For myself, I use my ring finger and my pinky finger. I like to place my ring finger on the 2nd lace and my pinky finger on the 5th lace. Now when you continue to grip the ball, you want to try to ensure that your middle finger and your thumb form a generally straight line around the ball. Also, you want to ensure that you have a little bit of space between your palm and the ball itself. According to Peyton Manning, if your palm is on the ball, you're gripping the ball a little too tight. Also, when you go to release, it'll cause the ball to form a downward spiral upon release. Let's talk about the stance and release for a little bit. First, the foot that's on the same side as the ball that you're holding. So for myself, my left foot, I want to have back behind me, and my right foot, I want to have slightly in front of me, up to shoulders width apart. I want to keep the ball upwards near my head and don't drop it as in a baseball motion. When you release the ball, you want to release it as if you're pointing to the person that you want to throw it to. So the ball will come in front of you, it will go behind you, it will go back in front of you, and then when you release the ball, you want to point at the person that you're throwing to. Another key note. According to Don Fellows' throwing motion, found at playsportstv.com, you want to ensure that you have adequate stretching before. Proper stretching will not only help you perform at a higher level, it will also dramatically decrease the chance for injuries throughout your throwing motion. In conclusion, learning how the football is designed will not only help you hold the ball with a much firmer grip, it will also help you get that nice tight spiral you deserve. As I mentioned before, the mechanics of throwing a football compared to other balls are generally the same. There's just a slightly different mechanical aspect for each throwing motion. If you apply these few tricks and tips and techniques, it would help you perform at a much higher level. If anybody has any questions on how to throw the football, your stance, or the specs of the football, please don't hesitate to ask me. Thank you.